Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English learning podcast for beginners. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi everyone. We are happy you are here. Today we will practice simple English for school, class, and study time.
This episode is for A1 learners, so please relax. We will use easy words, short sentences, and clear examples.
Yes. We will speak slowly, repeat useful sentences, and help you feel more confident.
Before we begin, take a deep breath. You do not need perfect English. You only need to listen, repeat, and practice.
That is right. Small practice every day can help you improve a lot.
Now let us begin with a simple warm-up question. Are you a student now, or do you remember your school days?
Maybe you are a student. Maybe you are learning English again after many years. Both are okay.
School is a very useful topic because many daily words come from school life.
For example, book, pen, teacher, homework, class, lesson, question, answer, and library.
Let us start with classroom objects. Imagine you are sitting in a classroom now.
You are at your desk. Your bag is on the chair. Your notebook is in front of you.
Now open your bag in your mind. What do you see?
Maybe you see a book,
A pen,
a pencil,
a notebook,
a ruler,
an eraser.
and maybe the school bag.
Now let us repeat these words slowly.
Book,
Pen,
pencil,
notebook,
ruler,
eraser.
bag.
Very good. Now let us say them one more time. A little faster.
Book, pen, pencil, notebook, ruler, eraser, bag.
Excellent. These are simple but very important school words.
Now let us put these words into sentences.
This is my book.
This is my pen.
This is my pencil.
That is my notebook.
This is my ruler.
That is my eraser.
Now repeat after us. This is my book.
This is my book.
This is my pen.
This is my pen.
That is my notebook.
That is my notebook.
Great job. Now let us make the sentences more natural.
Is this your book?
Yes, it is my book.
Is this your pen?
No, it is not my pen. It is your pen.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You are welcome. This kind of short classroom conversation is very common.
Yes. Students often ask about books, pens, notebooks, and homework.
Now let us talk about places in school.
Some common places are classroom, library, office, hallway, playground, and cafeteria.
Let us repeat.
Classroom,
Library,
office,
hallway,
playground.
cafeteria.
Now let us use these words in simple sentences.
I am in the classroom.
I read in the library.
The teacher is in the office.
The students walk in the hallway.
The children play in the playground.
We eat lunch in the cafeteria.
Very good. Now imagine your school day. Where do you go first?
Maybe you go to the classroom first.
Then maybe you go to the library.
Later, you may eat in the cafeteria.
These words help you talk about your day clearly. Now let us talk about school subjects.
Some common school subjects are English, math, science, history, art, music, and geography.
Please repeat them slowly.
English,
Math,
science,
history,
art,
music.
geography.
Now let us make easy sentences.
I like English.
I study math.
I enjoy science.
History is interesting.
Art is fun.
Music is my favorite subject.
Now answer this question. What is your favorite subject?
You can say, my favorite subject is English.
Or, my favorite subject is art.
Or maybe, I like science because it is interesting.
Let us practice a short dialogue.
What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English.
Why do you like English?
Because I want to speak with more people.
That is a great reason.
What about you?
I like history because I enjoy learning about the past. Excellent. Now let us talk about the teacher and the students.
The teacher helps the students.
The students listen to the teacher.
The teacher asks questions.
The students answer the questions.
The teacher gives homework.
The students do the homework. Now repeat some useful classroom sentences.
I have a question.
Can you repeat that, please?
I do not understand.
Can you help me, please?
What page is this?
How do you spell that?
These are very useful and polite classroom expressions.
Yes, if you do not understand, it is okay to ask.
Now let us practice them in a longer classroom conversation.
Excuse me, teacher, I have a question.
Yes, of course. What is your question?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes. Open your book to page 10.
Page 10?
Yes, page 10.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Now another classroom example.
Excuse me, can you help me, please?
Yes. What do you need?
How do you spell notebook?
Notebook. N-O-T-E-B-O-O-K.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Great. Now let us talk about daily school routine.
A routine is something you do again and again every day.
For example, I wake up at 6.
I eat breakfast.
I go to school.
I study in class.
I go home.
I do my homework.
Now let us say a full daily routine.
I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wash my face and eat breakfast. Then I go to school.
At school, I study English, math, and science. I talk to my friends during the break.
After school, I go home. I rest a little and then I do my homework.
At night, I read my notes and study for the next day.
This is a simple and useful way to talk about your day.
Now let us practice asking and answering.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
What do you do after school?
I go home and do my homework.
Do you study every day?
Yes, I study every day. Very good. Now let us focus on homework and study time.
Homework is work you do at home after class.
You can say, I do my homework after dinner.
I study English for 1 hour.
I read my book.
I write in my notebook.
I practice new words.
Now repeat these useful study verbs.
Read,
Write,
study,
practice,
learn.
review.
Now a short study conversation.
What do you do after school?
I do my homework and review my notes.
Do you study English every day?
Yes, I study English every day for 30 minutes.
That is a good habit.
Thank you. Small practice helps me improve. Now let us imagine a more real story. Listen carefully.
Anna is a student. She is in her first English class at school.
She feels a little nervous because English is new for her.
But she wants to learn, so she brings her book, her notebook, and her pencil.
When the lesson begins, the teacher smiles and says hello to the class.
Anna listens carefully. She writes the new words in her notebook.
Sometimes she does not understand everything.
But she is brave. She raises her hand and asks, "Can you repeat that, please?"
The teacher repeats the sentence slowly.
Anna smiles because now she understands.
During the break, she talks to her classmate.
She says, "My favorite subject is English now."
Her classmate laughs and says that is great.
After school, Anna goes home and does her homework.
She reads her notes again at night and practices the new words.
Day by day, her English gets better.
This story is simple, but it shows a very important idea.
You do not need to know everything at the beginning.
You only need to keep learning, keep asking, and keep practicing.
Now let us practice some sentences from Anna's story.
She writes in her notebook.
She writes in her notebook.
She asks a question.
She asks a question.
She does her homework.
She does her homework.
Her English gets better.
Her English gets better.
Excellent. Now let us talk about asking for help in class.
Sometimes you need help, and that is normal.
You can say, "Excuse me, can you help me?"
Or, I do not understand this word.
Or, "Can you explain that again, please?"
Or, what does this mean?
Let us practice a short role play.
Excuse me, can you help me?
Yes, of course.
What does lesson mean?
A lesson is the thing you study in class.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now let us talk about the library.
A library is a quiet place with many books.
Students go there to read, study, and borrow books.
Borrow means you take something now and give it back later.
Let us practice library words.
Library.
Book,
Read.
borrow,
Quiet.
return.
Now let us use these words in sentences.
I go to the library after class.
I borrow a book from the library.
I read quietly.
I return the book next week.
Now a longer library conversation.
Excuse me, where is the library?
The library is next to the school office.
Thank you. I want to borrow a book.
Sure. What kind of book do you want?
I want an easy English book.
Here is a good one for beginners.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Please return it next Friday. Very nice. Now let us talk about break time and friends.
At school, students do not only study, they also talk to friends during the break.
Let us practice a simple conversation between classmates.
Hi, how are you today?
I am fine, thank you. How about you?
I am good. Are you ready for class?
Yes, I am ready. I have my book and my notebook.
Great. What subject do we have now?
We have English now.
Nice. English is my favorite subject.
Mine too. This kind of friendly conversation is useful for daily school life.
Yes, it is simple, natural, and easy to remember.
Now let us do a mini listening quiz.
We will ask a question, then give the answer.
Question 1. What do you use to write?
You use a pen or a pencil.
Question 2. Where do you read books quietly?
You read books quietly in the library.
Question 3. Who helps the students in class?
The teacher helps the students.
Question 4. What do you do after school?
I go home and do my homework.
Question 5. What can you say when you do not understand?
You can say, "Can you repeat that, please?"
Excellent. You are doing very well.
Now let us review today's important vocabulary.
Book, pen, pencil, notebook, ruler, eraser.
Teacher, student, lesson, question, answer, homework.
Classroom, library, office, hallway, playground, cafeteria.
English, math, science, history, art, music, geography.
Read, write, study, practice, learn, review, borrow, return.
That is a lot of useful English for one episode.
Yes, and you do not need to remember everything today.
Choose a few words and a few sentences. Repeat them again later.
Now, before we finish, let us do one final long practice conversation.
Hi, are you ready for class?
Yes, I am. I have my book, my notebook, and my pencil.
Great. What subject do we have first?
We have English first.
Nice. English is my favorite subject.
Really? Why do you like English?
Because I want to speak with people from other countries.
That is a very good reason.
Excuse me, can I ask you something?
Sure. What is it?
How do you spell geography?
Geography. Geography.
Thank you. I want to write it in my notebook.
No problem.
What do you do after school today?
I will go to the library and borrow a book.
That sounds nice. I need to do my homework first.
Do you study English every day?
Yes, I do. I study for about 30 minutes every evening.
That is a great habit. Small practice every day is very helpful.
I agree. I think my English is getting better.
Yes, it is. You are doing a good job. Wonderful. That was a natural and useful school conversation.
You can listen to it again and repeat each sentence.
The more you repeat, the more natural your English will feel.
Remember, learning English is not only about grammar, it is also about practice, confidence, and habit.
Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference.
So keep going, keep listening, and keep speaking.
Thank you for learning with us today.
We hope this episode helps you speak simple English at school with more confidence.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye and happy studying.